Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, March 5th, and today's topic is do not feed the trolls. Today I'm going to be talking about people online just being sour all the time. Specifically, I'm in a couple different enthusiast groups for various items. One particular would be I have a tablet mounted on the back of one of my seats in the car. It is provided by a company where they make money off of the ad revenue, but it has mini games on it. Not many as in multiple, but yes, it does have that. But small games that you can play a little bit at a time, trivia games, etc. But it shows ads during those games in hopes that my riders will buy the products or participate in the services. But the tablet is free to me, and playing the games is free to them. But it earns me points, and the points turn into dollars, which is cool. And it also encourages and fosters a little bit of interaction with the riders, which could lead to tips and things like that. I'm in a Facebook group that is supposed to be tips and tricks and discussions of the tablet and if there's any issues with the tablet. But it is mainly a discussion of rideshare in general. And I've noticed there are individuals, and I don't know what markets they're in, but I will see people turning down rides that are a 2-hour ride and $200 to $300, which in my market, that's not a thing. I mean, I've went out of state and 3 hours away and made about 180 before. And that is not a common thing. Pardon me, my nose itches really bad. I was trying not to, trying to get everything situated before starting this up. So I'm not sure where they are and where they're getting these amazing rides that they're turning down $200 to $300 for an hour-long ride and complaining about the ride back as if they can't keep their app on and put on destination mode and possibly catch multiple rides back. But even if they didn't, even factoring time back, you're still averaging, $50, $60 an hour or whatever. I just don't understand. But also, why go on a forum devoted to essentially a tablet, but rideshare in general, and complain? Or I'm also in another forum, and I'm two different forums for firearms. I happen to like firearms. Some people don't. One of them was for a very, very basic budget firearm that I used to have, and I joined the forum because some people would talk about things like trigger upgrades or little minor changes they made that made it a little more tolerable because this was a very budget firearm. But there were people who would go on this forum who even said that they owned multiple of these firearms and just talk about how horrible they were. And I'm like, well, one, why would you buy it and continue to buy them? And two, what's the point of being here if you're just going to talk smack? And now I'm currently on one where it's a really good firearm. It's an American brand, but it happens to be a clone or inspired by a very common, well-known, foreign, but used by most military in the United States, most law enforcement in the United States. Well, it's a clone of Glock. Glock is very common. This is a company that's from the United States, and this particular weapon is inspired by one of the generations of Glocks. And there are people on the forum who will genuinely talk smack about how it's just poor people who bought this gun because of the fact that they can't afford a Glock. And I just don't see the point in paying that much for an Austrian gun when I could buy an American-made gun that functions the exact same way. I could have easily set aside a few extra bucks and paid about double what I paid for the Austrian gun versus the American gun, Buy American. But also, why do you care, and why be in a forum for the American gun and the company that produces the American gun if all you want to do is talk smack about it, especially, again, just like the other gun, while claiming that you own several of them, but they're just range toys and they're crappy and they're horrible and you would never carry them. You carry something more expensive or whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of sour grapes. People just being terrible on the internet. I just wanted to get that out there, like, because I just see people not liking the things that they join groups for. No one's making you do the things that you join groups for. No one is making anybody drive rideshare. In fact, honestly, rideshare and other gig economy jobs are the most accessible and least restrictive jobs you can find, and you can start and stop anytime you want. You can pick and choose your own schedule, so they are what you make them. If you do not like them, and some people don't, then don't do them. Go do something else. Take on a retail job. Go back to school. Do whatever you like, but why just be a terrible, just Debbie Downer naysayer on the internet? Don't be that guy or girl or they or them. I don't get it. Anyways, other than the main topic, I had a great weekend. Today's been a kind of a slow day, but yesterday was amazing with Uber. And made decent money. So, gonna continue doing what I need to do. Today I'm also starting back up on more of a carnivore diet because I still got this extra 20-30 pounds that I put back on since reintroducing bread. Bread is the enemy. I need to find the motivation to continue my studying for the IT certifications that I was working on, and I need to find some motivation and some time to start some minor exercise that can turn into some major exercise in the future. Got a nice little haircut. Went to a wedding this weekend. Really, that's all I got for today. Just wanted to share my thoughts on some things. Check me out, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Hopefully we can get this channel moving, and hopefully I can start uploading more. I'm a busy man. Life sometimes can be overwhelming, but I'm gonna try and start uploading more, so check me out.